From living next door to Diddy to making a hit song that outsold 90% of rappers, Kai Cenat's life is way crazier than most people realize. Behind the streams, the drama, and the headlines, there are some wild stories that even his biggest fans don't know. So today we're breaking down 20-odd facts about Kai Cenat that prove he's more than just the biggest streamer on Twitch. Let's start with one of the most famous chair with 9 lives. Nothing in the A.M.P house has taken more abuse than Kai's chair, like that one time when Kai tried to fight his chair using another chair. Or when Kai set his chair on fire because he thought it was fireproof. This chair has been with Kai Cenat from the very beginning. He started his YouTube and streaming career with that chair, so it's got sentimental value now. Kai sees the chair as a good luck charm, even though it's embarrassed him countless times in front of high-profile guests, like when Offset fell off it on stream.
The chat said they with the gas.
Kai still refuses to throw that chair out, even though it's begging to be put out of its misery at this point. Kai still keeps it alive by patching it up with duct tape and good vibes. From beating up furniture to breaking the internet, Kai's next move put him on stage with one of comedy's biggest stars. Kevin Hart has already given his blessings for Kai Cenat to be the next Kevin Hart. When they first streamed together, the chemistry between the two comedians was unmatched, and Kevin kept the vibe playful throughout the live stream.
I got a whole bunch of buttons.
And they all, come on.
Ready?
Oh, Undertaker's hair! Undertaker's hair!
The stream broke records, accumulating over 750,000 live viewers and 23 million views on YouTube. Fans wanted more of it, with one commenter saying, "I vote for these two to make a comedy movie. Father-son, older brother, younger brother, their dynamic works." And speaking of movies, when Kevin Hart was asked who he thought would be the best candidate to play him in a movie, his answer was no surprise to anybody.
But if you could have anyone play you one day, who would it be?
Kai Cenat.
I knew you were going to say that. Oh my God.
And since Kai Cenat has already promised to cut his dreads and go bald if Mafiathon 3 is a success, we might already be halfway there. And whilst Kai playing Kevin in a movie someday is the goal, Kevin also hasn't ruled out the possibility of starring in a movie alongside Kai Cenat. He does not want to miss that train.
Giving Kai Cenat the opportunity to embrace me, and at the same time me embrace him, is to make people go like, yo, these people are real. They got necks.
Yeah.
Would you watch a Kai Cenat and Kevin Hart comedy movie? Drop it below. And while Hollywood might be calling his name, Kai already dipped his toes into another industry: music. Making it onto the big screen isn't Kai's only avenue into the Hollywood business, though, because what many people may not know is that Kai Cenat is already a charting rapper. All the way back in 2020, during the A.M.P freshman cypher, Kai Cenat went crazy with a verse.
Bust down, roll the avalanche. Yeah, my old bitch average. This my first time rapping it. I might go retarded shit. Bentley coupe, I'm dashing it. Standing my money, I'm toilet.
The verse stuck in his head and in the heads of fans for years, and eventually, in 2022, he decided to get in the studio with NLE Choppa and make not only an official song, but an official music video to go with it. Kai Cenat was by no means the first YouTuber or streamer to make a song, but to get NLE Choppa on your first and only official song is pretty insane. Kai said Choppa actually tweeted the lyrics of the song whilst he was on stream, and he just asked the rapper to jump on the song, and he did.
And I seen it, I had commented, hop on the feature. Then from the DMs from there, came to LA, hopped in the studio and made a banger.
And it was a hit too. The rap Bust Down Raleigh Avalanche racked up millions of streams on Spotify and eventually went gold. Raya even sent Kai a plaque congratulating him. Kai Cenat's unsure on whether he would ever rap again because when he got in the studio, it took him 2 hours to lay down a single verse. And that's why Kai's been spamming the song ever since and beating the lyrics into the ground.
Bust down, roll the avalanche. Yeah, my old bitch average. This my first time rapping it. I might go retarded shit.
But before Kai was rapping or streaming full-time, he was just another college kid. And his major might surprise you. Kai Cenat probably should have just let that chair go a long time ago, much like he did with his college education. Yeah, that's right. Another fact most people don't know about Kai Cenat is that he actually went to SUNY Morrisville College in New York for a brief amount of time.
Yeah. What was the college experience like for you? I mean,
College was lit.
you were still making videos and stuff. I'm sure you had a little bit of clout on campus and shit.
College was lit.
Kai had a good time on campus and legitimately regrets not committing and making more of his time in college, primarily because of all the content opportunities he wasn't able to capitalize on. Turns out, dropping out of college led him to a neighborhood way wilder than campus life. Kai found out his LA mansion was literally right next door to Diddy's. Of course, we all know what Diddy has been up to in those private parties down the years. Secret tunnels, drugs, and a lot of baby oil. Makes perfect sense that Kai would lose his mind finding this out. And speaking of secret tunnels, as soon as Kai mentions it to Kevin Hart, he immediately wanted to get out of there.
But guess what I thought was my neighbor? Who? Diddy.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Let's just, come on, man. Let's just,
Kev!
No.
Kev, come back!
No.
And when Benny Blanco visited, he thought Kai's secret door was a tunnel to Diddy's house. Speaking of Diddy parties, Kai also lost his mind when his mom revealed that she was a big fan of Diddy living in New York when she was pregnant with Kai.
Mom! What are you saying?
Because I was a fan.
The evidence was stacking up against Kai so much that chat started calling him Diddy Jr. One troll even sent Kai a package for his mom from Diddy.
Baby oil in a whip? Ordered on January 14th?
And if you think living next to Diddy was chaotic, wait till you see what happened when Kanye West slid into Kai's DMs. Kai Cenat never committed to being a rapper, he sure as hell committed to pissing them off. And who's the biggest rapper Kai Cenat pissed off? Kanye West, of course. The whole thing started when Kai received clothes from Kanye's Yeezy line. However, Kai had a problem with it when he complained about the sweatpants not even being close to his size.
This not fitting me!
Not too long after this, Kanye himself DM'd Kai, calling him out for dissing his clothes. The message read, "Don't make no jokes about my clothes. When you ain't saying nothing about what Adidas is doing. When Vulture's song came out, you ain't play my verse. You controlled. Don't play with me." Kanye West even implied Kai was told by the industry to diss his clothes and that he's a pawn. Following this, Kanye's manager called Kai on stream trying to settle the issue. But that didn't go too well either, despite them agreeing in the end.
We can find that we're better when we're aligned. And when we're not aligned, that's when things can go left.
And after the incident, Kanye still dissed Kai Cenat when he went on a podcast 1 month later. He called Kai Cenat an industry plant and told him not to speak on his daughter's name.
Influence and mind control, and then he gonna mention my daughter's name a week later. It's like, nigga, don't mention my daughter's name and then you dissing what's paying they $200,000 a month.
Bro, yeah, just send me some new pants, bro. Bro, just send me, bro, all of this because the pants ain't fit.
But regardless of the hostilities, the two superstars buried the beef when Kai Cenat met Kanye West on the red carpet of the Grammys.
How you doing, Ye? Ye, what's going on, broski? Good? Nice seeing you, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll see you tonight. I say less.
Kai needed to understand that in order to stay on the good side of these rappers, he gotta protect their egos, something he didn't do with Glorilla. Kai and Glo got to know each other on live and they instantly had great chemistry with each other. But things went sideways fast when Kai Cenat didn't pull any of his punches on stream just a while later when he was talking about the new Glorilla song Cha Cha Cha.
I love Glow, bro.
I love Glow, but no.
He didn't like the song and he let his whole audience know. And apparently his friendship with Glo came with terms and conditions. Because after that incident, Kai Cenat immediately got blocked by the rap star.
No way. Glow. Glow, there's no way you blocked me, bruh.
Glorilla herself even confirmed that Kai was blocked when fans kept asking her about it on her IG Live. Then just a little while later, she seemed to be getting second thoughts about it when she released this tweet. "I'm drunk as fuck right now, I might fuck around and unblock Kai." Kai Cenat was doing his jail stream when this tweet came out, so he reacted to it live on saying this.
Yeah. Hold on, Glorilla. You laid your bed, you better stay there.
It was a sick clap back, but the two of them did eventually make up, and Glo even turned up at the A.M.P house to stream in person with Kai Cenat. And if getting blocked wasn't enough, another rap star straight up ghosted him. By far, the most random beef Kai Cenat has had with a rapper was when he got ghosted by Offset, which was a surprise when it eventually happened because prior to that, Offset showed up in person for Kai Cenat, doing a 24-hour stream with him. The vibes were peak between the two of them as Cardi B even called Offset on stream to talk.
Miss Cardi B, how you doing, Miss Cardi B? I got Miss Cardi B. I have a question, Miss Cardi B. Okay, Cardi. Is Hennessy available?
She's single.
She's single?
Yeah.
Can you tell her? Kay say hey.
Offset tweeted about how much fun he had with Kai Cenat, saying, "I had the most fun in a very long time this weekend." He even praised his time with Cenat when he went on a podcast just a month later talking about how impressed and fascinated he is by what he does. But from here, things got awkward fast when Cenat reviewed Offset's new album, Set It Off, live on stream. He said he neither hated it or loved it, as he chose to be brutally honest with his viewers.
I feel like it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like, oh my, great.
What Kai didn't realize at this time was that he may just have unintentionally stirred up some drama. Fans speculated that Kai might have stepped on the line with Offset because just a couple weeks later, he confirmed that the rapper was supposed to be a part of his jail stream but canceled at the last minute. But a couple months later, Offset denied that was the reason on a podcast and cleared the whole thing up by saying it was because he doesn't want to disrespect his homies who were in jail for real. Kai really went from 24-hour bro to 24/7 ghosted. Be honest, was Kai too harsh reviewing Offset's album? But nothing compared to the time Kodak Black showed up at Kai's house, way too high to function, and began to act stranger and stranger as the stream went along. Kai...
I thought your name was Bubba. Hey, oh shit. I thought your name was... Oh shit.
But Kodak, hop on that track. She said, "You want to suck for me?" I said, no, I don't want it. I don't want sex. I don't want sex.
Kai was getting increasingly uncomfortable with his behavior, but played along anyway. However, about 100 minutes into the stream, whilst dancing, Kodak proceeded to pop another pill right there on stream. Kai caught it and was immediately concerned.
What was that?
Imagine risking your career because your guest decided to pop pills live. That's nightmare content. Despite putting the whole stream at risk and making everybody uncomfortable, Kodak Black responded to the situation on IG Live and wasn't sympathetic about any of it. Instead, he chose to block anybody complaining about it.
Shit, say anything crazy, getting blocked. I ain't even allowing that shit. You get blocked. You get blocked.
Kai, on the other hand, was also getting lots of criticism for the same thing, and he responded to them by stating he wasn't trying to use Kodak for content. He was just as surprised as everyone else, and was upset. No one on Kodak's team warned him about it.
He had like a couple people, I thought he came with him and just security, but when he left, he had like a whole team with him. And I'm like, you would think, like, they'll tell me something or some shit like that.
Should Kai have ended the stream right there? Yes or no? And while Kai had to manage Kodak's chaos indoors, his neighbors were causing drama right outside his house. It was a dark time in Kai's life when he didn't know what the future held for him. At least he got his priorities straight in wanting to make money above all else. It's just too bad that his neighbors don't believe him to the point they had to call the cops to come get Kai because they felt he was an outsider. Back when Kai and the A.M.P. crew were living in Atlanta, their neighbors was so sick of them that they called the cops even when Kai brought them a gift basket as a peace offering. They were so pissed at Kai that they kicked him off the property and told him he'll be broke in 5 years.
I'll be broke in 5 years? How much money you got? Nah, let me chill right now. You'll be broke in 5 years. Here, take this gift basket.
These neighbors hated Kai and the A.M.P. crew. It's the dark side of 6 young dudes living it up in a white neighborhood. They pissed off the neighbors so much that at one point they left a note on the A.M.P. house accusing them of holding up drugs.
So they had called the cops, they wrote a note to the cops, and the note brought it to us. And the cops brought it to us. And then they read it, this was online. It was, oh yeah, they got drugs, fancy cars.
But whilst Kai managed to stay in character when dealing with his rude neighbors, he didn't manage the same when he had Instagram model KKVSH on stream. The tension started when she received a phone call from a guy who was apparently looking for her, and they argued on the phone. Kai was immediately concerned and tried to set KK straight, telling her he doesn't want any of the heat she's attracting, but she tells him to chill out and that it's not serious. She kept getting calls from the same person and even asked Kai at one point to mute the stream. Kai was getting uncomfortable, and then things got edgy when someone came in to tell Kai that someone was outside.
Somebody outside?
Stop. 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 Stop.
When the calls kept coming in, Kai eventually took the phone and answered it. Then he called in Duke Dennis to back him up as he went to meet the guy himself. So with all that in mind, Duke Dennis returned and told KK to leave because even though they didn't find anyone downstairs, she was being too much trouble.
Yeah, nah, you gotta go.
Why?
Cause, bro, I watched that shit, bro. I watched that from downstairs, bro. You got niggas calling and he yelling and...
But that wild situation was nothing compared to when a fan broke into the A.M.P. house. It all started one morning when everyone at the house was asleep. Kai woke up, went downstairs, and was shocked to see a dude just roaming around the house. When Kai confronted him, the man just started geeking out and even tried to pitch ideas to him.
So at first, I'm looking for cameras like, what the fuck? You feel what I'm saying? But then, it starts to click. This nigga do not belong here.
When the dude kept talking and trying to patronize Kai, he got tired of it and responded by throwing hands.
I swing first. Boom! He stumbled. Phantom pick him up. Boom! Chris get him in a choker like this. Swift!
Phantom told the exact same story too.
All I heard was, yo, I don't know what Macked him. Boom! 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 Start hitting him. You feel me? Catching him. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie.
And the encounter gets even crazier as Phantom says the guy was fighting back even as he was still fanboying over the streamers.
And then he's dead ass punching niggas back, but saying like, let's go play ball though. Let's go play ball. Nigga, let's play cards. Let's play cards. I'm like, this nigga is crazy, bro. Word of my mother.
Then, after beating up the guy and finally getting him to leave, the fan returns again at 11 p.m. that night asking for his shoes. Except this time, they had security ready and Cootie didn't let him get into the house. But if you thought Kai Cenat getting into a fight with one fan was crazy, wait until you find out what happened when he faced a whole mob of psycho fans in Paris. These crazy fans chased him down the road into his car, but before he could get in, one fan decided to take a seat. Kai had to scream at the dude to get him to leave, and he even got his ankle slammed by the car door in the mad rush to get out of there. Fans of Kai Cenat all agreed with the streamer in the comment section, with one saying, "This genuinely pissed me off cause some of his fans have no respect for his personal space or privacy." Another said, "When people get shot or hurt in some way and then act like they weren't in the wrong, this the shit they be doing." And just when Kai thought the madness was over, one fan hit him with the cringiest question possible. During that public stream in Paris, a fan thought it would be a good idea to ask Kai Cenat about his beef with Bruce Drop Moth. Kai didn't like it all and thought the guy was being corny. Whilst Kai could immediately walk away from that awkward situation, he couldn't this time when he and Speed ran into an elderly woman at a convenience store. Kai Cenat and IShowSpeed were doing a crossover IRL stream when an elderly lady got very annoyed by them filming in the store. Despite Speed and Kai attempting to engage the lady in a polite manner, even laughing about it, she didn't seem to care, resorting to insults immediately. As the dispute went on, both Kai and Speed began to lose their patience, and after she asked Kai to get out of the shopping cart, Speed starts barking.
We're not bothering anyone. We're shopping. Speed, relax.
The argument continues back and forth until security shows up and Speed and Kai decide to walk away from the situation. That's definitely the strangest interaction Kai Cenat's ever had with an old lady, but just about the very last thing you'd expect to ever happen is the United States Secret Service calling Kai Cenat. He went off on stream after he revealed that the Secret Service had been blowing up his phone trying to get him to talk politics with Kamala Harris for the 2024 presidential election campaign. But moving on from one unexpected crossover to another, not many people remember the time when Kai Cenat had beef with a porn star. It all happened when Mia Khalifa attempted to clown on Kai Cenat after he did a stream with Tyla at the A.M.P house. Mia Khalifa responded to a tweet saying Tyla is too famous for this with a tweet of her own saying, "Like I get wanting to cultivate that young audience, but at what cost? Stay away from these lil streamers." When you really deep it, Mia Khalifa wasn't just insulting Kai Cenat, she was also throwing shade at every other streamer too. Kai wasn't about to let anybody disrespect his business like that. He reacted to the tweet on stream and told her to sit this one out. It very much looked like she jumped in on the topic to drive up her own engagement. And we could say Layla Red tried to do the same thing, only this time it was much more personal. She's an OF model who tried to exploit and expose Kai Cenat for being together with her. She even tried to accuse Kai and transferring thousands of dollars to her for her services. After some initial back and forth, Kai Cenat did a response stream addressing all the allegations, but he didn't stop there. To further clear his name, he played a recording of Layla Red admitting to filming him naked on bed without his consent. And if losing clout wasn't bad enough, Kai also lost a staggering amount of cash to 21 Savage. Although Kai didn't send thousands of dollars to an OF model, he did lose hundreds of thousands of dollars when he had 21 Savage on stream. Bro bet $300,000 backing himself that he could beat 21 in a game of Madden and 2K. This was supposed to be easy money for Kai. He's a streamer who's been gaming for most of his life, and 21 was a rapper who doesn't spend most of his time with a controller. But 21 pulled off the upset, and Cenat lost his mind.
Just one. Fucking dumbass fucking game, bro.
Kai rage quitted and hung his head in shame after losing to a rapper. Chat and the rest of the A.M.P house still troll him till this day, calling him an L gamer. What's worse is XQC claims Kai never paid him the money he was owed and blocked his number.
Kai blocked my number, fair enough, right? No drama there, just blocked my number, right? So I can't collect my 100K, which is fine.
In fact, Cenat and XQC got beef with each other for more than a year at this point, and if you want to find out more about it, we just made a video breaking it all down. So subscribe to the channel and hit that like button to see more videos like this. Anyway, even after losing to 21 Savage at Madden, Cenat still wanted to talk trash.
He cooked me. To this day, I don't know how I lost.
What you mean you don't know how you lost?
I don't know how I lost again, bro. He is trash. 21 is so...
How is he trash if he beat you? So what that make you
because he was getting in my head. Okay, so when I'm in an intense moment, I literally feel like my heart start beating fast, and I sold last play of the game. I sold that he's so trash, and it was bad. And
don't know about that one. Sounds like excuses if you ask me, but at least Kai learned a lesson. He said he lost because he had money on the line, so now he won't ever be gambling again. Either way, that experience set Kai straight, and after he heard Lil Baby gambled away $8 million in 40 hours, he was double sure.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's crazy. I don't want to go down that hole, though.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Luckily, not all of Kai's money moves were L's. One of them changed his family's life forever, and that's why the best moment of his life so far was buying his mom a house in New York. The reason why this was such a big deal is because Kai grew up in the Bronx with his mom being his first and only fan. When he was in school, he had to save up money to afford an Uber to come see his mom on the weekends. All of that is why it means so much to him that he can provide for his family. From baby oil conspiracies to buying his mom a house, Cenat's story proves he's not just a streamer. He's the most unpredictable entertainer online right now, and we're only scratching the surface. If you want to see more videos like this, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and we'll see you again soon.